Hi. My name is Alejandra Romero, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about why ghosts are real. Imagine lying in bed in the middle of the night when the house is completely quiet. Suddenly, you hear footsteps in the hallway, slow, steady, and unmistakable. You get up to check, but no one is there. Most of us have had moments like this, moments we brush off as nothing. But what if they aren't nothing? What if experiences like these are actually signs that ghosts are real? Today, I want you to consider the possibility that ghosts do exist and to be open to the evidence that millions of people around the world report. I've always been curious about the paranormal, and after reading studies, articles, and eyewitnesses' accounts, and even experiencing weird noises in my own home, I've learned that evidence of, of ghosts is stronger more than most people think. The first reason ghosts may be real is the amount of eyewitnesses testimonies from ordinary people. According to a 2019 survey by the Pew Research Center, almost 45% of Americans say they believe they've encountered a ghost or some kind unexplained presence. That is not a tiny group. That's nearly half the country. And the stories people report are surprisingly consistent. Hospitals, hotels, historical sites receive thousands of similar accounts describing the same shadows, the same footsteps, or the same figures appearing in the same places. When so many unrelated people describe the same experiences, it becomes harder to dismiss them as imagination. But eyewitnesses' stories are not the only evidence. The second reason to believe in ghosts is that paranormal researchers have captured recordings and images that can't be explained. The Ghost Research Society, for example, has documented electronic voice phenomena where voices are heard on audio recorders even when no one else is present. These voices respond to questions or say names, which suggest intelligence behind them. Investigators with thermal cameras have also recorded cold human-shaped figures moving across rooms or hallways. These shapes don't match reflections, shadows, or camera errors. When technology picks up something that the human eye can't see, it raises serious questions about what might be there. But the strongest reason to believe ghosts are real comes from places with intense emotional history. Ghost sightings happen most often in locations connected to trauma or strong feelings. Places like battlefields, prisons, and old hospitals. The Gettysburg battlefield, for example, is one of the most famous paranormal hotspots. According to the National Park Service's collection of reports, visitors, reenactors, and even park rangers have seen full body apparitions of Civil War soldiers and heard sounds of cannons and gunfire long after the battle ended. Psychology also supports that the idea that emotional energy can linger in a place and that people can pick up on it in ways that science can't fully explain yet. When you put all this information together, eyewitness accounts, scientific recordings, and places tied to emotional history, the evidence points to one conclusion: that ghosts may be more real than what we give them credit for. So the next time you hear a whisper in an empty room or feel a sudden chill run across your skin, don't immediately brush it off. Stay open-minded, because you might be experiencing something supernatural. And even if you don't fully believe, at least consider that millions of people and mountains of evidence proves that something is out there. Thank you for listening.